What up? I got Naskin here with me. This ain't a diss song, but yeah, you know what it is. I'm a cheesehead, y'all niggas cheese whiz. Pittsburgh Steelers, that's nothing. That Super Bowl ring.
Can the offense be as good? Can they reform this thing? Can they still be humming up and down the field at an MVP level for the quarterback? Sean, what do you think?
Yeah, I mean, this is the rule of 80-20, right? I don't understand how we can seriously have this conversation when Aaron Rodgers just talked about the offense being focused on Davante Adams. Look, I'm supposed to stand here and tell Packers fans that, yeah, sure, you guys are going to be fine. You're going to be just as good. No big deal. Plug in Christian Watson. There you go. You'll find a way to create that production. No, I don't know. I mean, look, they were calling last season the last dance. So I'm going to use a Bulls reference here. If you took Jordan and Pippen, right? If you took Pippen out of the equation, would Jordan still have all those rings? I think he'd be in the finals, but I don't know. No. I mean, I think that when you look at that relationship and their ability to score points, Pippen and Jordan I'm talking about, it reminds me a lot of Davante Adams and Aaron Rodgers. When you look at the last 5 seasons, what they've done together in the red zone, 50 touchdowns. Look at their numbers compared to every other quarterback and wide receiver combination in the NFL since then, in that same time. Since 2016, 50 touchdowns in the red zone? Yeah, I mean, I don't know how you replace all of that, and that's really going to be the question. I think the Green Bay Packers as a team are going to be better, but offensively, I don't see them scoring as many points as they have with Davante Adams until somebody else emerges as that next guy.
All right, so for me, I think it is going to be hard to deal with the loss of Davante Adams. Obviously, he is a singular talent. They are going to miss him in the red zone. But I'll say this, if you look at the Cardinals game that they played against them in Week 8, in that game, you look at the numbers, they weren't pretty whatsoever, but they got the job done. Okay, they got the job done because they were spreading the ball around and they were running the ball. It also helps that they have a really good defense. In fact, it's a top 10 defense. Just look at the numbers. If you don't believe me, they have studs all over that side of the ball. 2 of them in the middle in the form of linebackers in Rashawn Gary and Preston Smith. Okay, those guys, 9+ sacks each. Now look at the defensive rankings here. The numbers, 9th in total yards per game allowed, 10th passing yards per game allowed. And you look at the takeaways in the interceptions. If you're an offense and you have this kind of defense, if they could be opportunistic, you know that they will keep you in games. And oh yeah, they've got a great cornerback in Jair Alexander as well. So they've got the guys on that side of the ball to make an impact, to help out this offense. And Peter, at this point in time, really hard to replace a guy like Davante Adams and his production, but they are going to have to balance things out with getting other guys the ball, running the ball more, and yes, relying on that defense even more.
Yeah, it is hard. He's the best wide receiver. It's either him or Cooper Kupp in the league, and maybe Jamar Chase in that conversation, and we could debate that for 3 hours on another off-season show. But, that's really hard to replace. They've won games without Davante Adams, though. And a lot of Packers fans will spot this to me and will send me this statistic when we talk about this loss from their team. Take a look at what the Packers have done without Davante Adams in the last 3 seasons. They're 7-0. They found a way. It's not like they found a way once or twice. They found a way 7 times. Rodgers is really good, and he's really resourceful. And I also think it's important to note that they're getting back one of their best players. David Bakhtiari might be the best left tackle in all of football. Take a look at what he did last year. He missed 17 games. He only played in 1. They're getting him back healthy. They are also going to get 2 really, really talented first-round picks on defense added to that unit that you were just talking about, Will. I think Wyatt and Walker are a fantastic duo. You look at what Joe Barry's defense did last year. You showed the numbers, Will. They carried the load in a lot of ways. In big moments, they're going to have to do even more. But Walker and Wyatt are both going to play a role in year 1 for them. And my last point is just you don't need Christian Watson or Romeo Doubs to be Davante Adams. You don't. You've got to be able to adjust, and you got to be able to use that offense in a way that maybe we do rely on the run game, and it is A.J. Dillon, and it's Aaron Jones, and maybe it's a lot more Robert Tonyan. LaFleur's a really, really savvy head coach. Stefanovic is a first-year offensive coordinator, but is a really, really smart offensive line guy. And I think Joe Barry's one of the best defensive coordinators in the league. You put that all together with arguably the most talented quarterback, they're going to find a way, and they'll win games. They might not score as many points. They might not have as many touchdowns from the number one wide receiver, but I think they're going to be just fine.
I think they're going to be better than that. I think there has been a naivete on behalf of a lot of fans and a lot of the media who are sitting here saying, well, Davante is gone, so, Aaron Rodgers is going to turn into some sort of dink and dunker and, put up 20 points a game. This is the best quarterback in the league. No, and I appreciate a Last Dance reference. I love the Jordan Pippen stuff. The difference is that you say, well, can Jordan have gotten back to the finals if Pippen left? This Jordan, this Rodgers, won a ring before that Pippen showed up. He won MVPs before Davante Adams was there. Let's stop pretending that Aaron Rodgers is some sort of creation of Davante Adams. Davante Adams was a tourist for a while in the Aaron Rodgers experience. Aaron Rodgers is not because of Davante. Maybe Davante's because of Aaron Rodgers. You think Davante's just going to pick right up with Derek Carr this year? We'll find out. So I'm even going to say, don't be surprised if, in fact, I hate the phrase "don't be surprised." I think Aaron Rodgers will be in the MVP conversation this year. No, I'm doubling back. I think Aaron Rodgers will be in the MVP conversation this year. What are you talking about? You're crazy. I don't think so. I think he is that talented and that smart, and he will figure it out. And it'll be Aaron Jones, and it'll be Tonyan, and it'll be these rookie guys, and it'll be Lazard. It'll be a ensemble cast as opposed to the leading man, number 17. I just think LaFleur's too capable and Rodgers is too damn good. Back-to-back MVPs, and it's going to be looked at as a joke that I'm saying he's going to be even in the mix. Peter, break this down right now. If you think the media or the public at large were to rank their top 5 likely MVP candidates this year, and you got your Mahomes and your Allen, does Rodgers even have a spot on that list? Because he has a spot on mine.
Yeah, that's a great point. I think he actually he's a 2-time reigning MVP, and I think his value might be even greater this year without Davante Adams. If they go out there and they go 13-4 or 14-3, and they're number one offense in the league, you better believe Rodgers is going to be hoisting that trophy again at NFL Honors. And I think the fact that he's there and the fact that he's present and he's not under a waterfall out in Hawaii with Miles Teller this offseason, I think it goes a long way.
Peter, you're right. You know what he's doing? He's throwing passes to Romeo Doubs. And he's throwing passes to Lazard, and he's going to work. They'll be ready. They're always ready. I'm not saying they're going to go 17-0 and he's going to be MVP. Just be careful doubting him. That's all I'm saying, everybody.
Davante Adams was traded during the offseason, and it shocked the world. Are the Packers going to be vulnerable this year? Well, let's take a look. They open up on the road against the Minnesota Vikings, but I don't care who plays wide receiver for the Green Bay Packers. That's a win for the Packers. They play the Bears, and I'm a Bears fan. I gotta be honest, so they're going to beat the Bears there. Tough game against the Tampa Bay Buccaneers. I think this is where you start to see where Davante Adams' absence really starts to hurt them. Take a loss right there, but they will rebound to beat the New England Patriots. They will beat the New York Giants. They should not drop a game against the New York Jets. They got the Commanders. Then you got the Buffalo Bills. Again, a lot of people are looking at this as a potential Super Bowl matchup. I got the Bills in this one. They come back the following week. They got the Lions. Give me a win there. Give me a win. Mike McCarthy revenge game. I'm already giving that a win for the Green Bay Packers. Tennessee Titans, again, a very tough game for them. I think they take that one, but now the start's a little bit of a tough stretch. The Philadelphia Eagles are going to be much improved this season. And then you got the Bears. You got my Bears. Can they split the season series? You know what? I think the Bears take this one. Heading into both teams' bye week, I think the Bears take that one. Maybe they're looking ahead to the Los Angeles Rams game. And the Rams are going to be traveling to Green Bay, a place where they played in the playoffs a couple of years ago. I say they knock off the defending champions. Aaron Rodgers still has a lot of fight in him, but because they just played a tough game, they go on the road to Miami. They lose that one, but then Aaron Rodgers tells everybody to relax. Wins over the Vikings and the Lions, best case scenario and the most likely. Rodgers doesn't miss a beat. They win the NFC North going away. Worst case scenario, Adams was a bigger deal than everybody thought. But as you see, 12 wins, the NFC North is theirs for the Green Bay Packers.
I think this is probably one of the best situations I've probably ever been in my career, to come play with one of the best quarterbacks in the league, one of the best coaches, one of the best organizations, probably the winningest organization in the league. And to get this opportunity, really a blessing, because I did nothing last year. I was hurt, and to get a call from Matt and this organization kind of revived me, and hopefully I can have a healthy season and play hard and, win a ton of games.
Happy 29th birthday to wide receiver Sammy Watkins. The ninth-year receiver is gearing up for his 100th career game in 2022. The former 4th overall pick is a certified playmaker when healthy, eclipsing 5,000 receiving yards with 34 scores to his name.
Touchdown! Watkins' second touchdown reception today.
Now on a quest for his second Super Bowl ring, Watkins has the playoff pedigree and championship aspirations his new quarterback is looking for.
It's important. You get guys who have a lot to play for, and I think Sammy has the opportunity to travel down a new path in his career that we can help him here, as he continues to improve and gets opportunities. And there's definitely going to be opportunities for him to make plays for us in this offense. I love the disposition. I really enjoy the person, and I think he has everything right in front of him to have as productive a year as he wants to.
A high ceiling is also in place for returning receiver Allen Lazard. Last season, the 6'5" enforcer finished second on the team in nearly every receiving category, including yards, passer rating, and touchdowns. Now Lazard's in the driver's seat for the role of #1 wideout.
You look at the last 5 or 6 games of the season, and you just see this steady every week, just making plays with the opportunities that he had. And I think he has a special ability, and he was definitely hitting strides there towards the end of the season.
They've got to watch the guy in front of them. The guys within their group that are veterans, you have the ability to learn from everybody's reps. And that's the only way you can maximize and, I would say, expedite the learning curve and the learning process is you better be paying attention to everybody in front of you.
There may be no better case of veteran tutelage than 12th-year wideout Randall Cobb and rookie receiver Christian Watson. Green Bay's new receiver shares some accolades with Cobb coming out of college. Second-round pedigree, proven all-purpose ability, and big play brilliance.
He has the total package. Just being around him for the past week and seeing some of the things that he can do. He has all the tools. He's very gifted. It's about applying it, taking the stuff that he learns in the classroom, taking it to the field. It's a process, and just enjoy the process and have fun with it.
Guys who have been doing this thing for a long time, especially Randall, someone who's been successful as well. Just looking at our install tape, you'll see a lot of 18 on there. So there's definitely a lot to learn from him, and even away from the technicalities of routes and stuff. Just his knowledge he has of the game and his knowledge he has of this playbook. There's a lot of stuff that I can learn from him.
Cobb's invaluable IQ is further bolstered by 94 NFL starts, 7,700 receiving yards, as well as 60 scores. A career forged in the summer on opening night. Cobb learned quickly there's no substitute for game action.
To the 10, to the 5, gotta be end zone, touchdown!
when you turn those lights on and you in Lambeau Field, when you go on the road and you in one of these stadiums, that's where the real players come out and play. It's different when you get on the field. So that's when you find out who's who.
I mean, all the pressure that's been on me so far has really just been put on me by myself. Just the expectations I have of myself, and the level that I want to play at. It's all been from me. But I mean, it's a good pressure. I mean, it's the pressure to push me and motivate me to become the best that I can be. But I mean, it's all been on me, but it's been good. It's been good.
I know there's been no pads so far, but can you look at what you've done so far through this offseason where you can see a change?
Like a change as in like
a progress just in your game?
Oh, no, for sure. I definitely, I take each day and try to get better at a single thing, just 1% better every day. And I feel like as we've progressed through OTAs and through minicamp last week, and then obviously finishing OTAs this week, I definitely think that I've just been stacking days and getting better each and every day. Obviously there's ups and downs, but I definitely feel like I've come a long way. But obviously still feel like I have a ways to go. But I feel like that'll come obviously with a couple weeks that we have off before training camp, and then I think I'll be good.
What was the mood or the reaction in the wide receiver room to see Allen signing that contract?
Sure. I mean, it's just good to have a vet. Good to have someone that's had success within this offense. Obviously, we're all happy for him. We're excited to have him back in the room. Obviously, it's another guy for us young guys to continue to pick brain and learn from, and you get better.
Have you had much contact with him at all, really, since you've gotten here?
Not much. Met him yesterday actually for the first time. But I mean, it was good conversation. Good meet and greet. But I'm definitely excited to have him around full time.
Anything that stood out of that conversation that you wouldn't mind sharing, or anything that was said, or something you remember from that first time actually chatting with?
Nothing crazy. I mean, it was more of just the kind of like let's get to work kind of thing. Just introducing myself. Meeting him, and like I said, I'm just excited to have him in the room.
It's been cold and chilly, so today, in the huddle, you have to say to yourself, okay, this is what it's really like when we come back here in August, right?
I definitely was feeling a little bit out there today. Definitely got some warmer weather, but I'm a Florida guy, so that's what I'm used to.
That's what I said to the guys earlier. I said, this is what it's like to cover the Jaguars in November.
Yep.
Inside the playbook, you mentioned a couple of other items. What would you say is your number one goal before you get back here at the end of July? What do you need to accomplish in the next 6 weeks?
Kind of had it told to me and talked with Coach LaFleur a little bit today. It's really just the nuances. Obviously, you want to know the ins and outs, of the plays, the concepts of what we're trying to accomplish on each and every play, so that you can go out there and worry about other things. Worry about the front, the shell, what leverage the corner's playing out, what kind of defense they're playing, and not have to worry about lining up properly, or think about the nuances of the routes. So, I mean, I definitely would say for me it's getting those nuances down and learning the ins and outs of the playbook and what we're trying to accomplish, so I can just go out there and play fast.
Right. As somebody who's never done it, and yourself going from nobody there, no veterans, to having them all there, now nobody there again, how much of a difference is it in the practices?
I mean, it's definitely a huge asset for us to have those vets out there and to learn from them. But I think it's been also good for us this week to not have them out there, because I mean it just gives us more opportunities, more reps, more plays to go out there and continue to learn and continue to grow.
Romeo Doubs. I don't know if he's better than what the Packers thought, but I do know he's making a good first impression. Doubs is a receiver Green Bay drafted in the 4th round out of Nevada, where he took the top off many a defense with 11 catches and 8 TDs of 40-plus yards.
Watch the tape, plays fast, runs by a lot of people, so we're good there. I mean, the 40's great, but that play speed on tape is real.
As a Packer, Doubs has proven to be not only fast, but also capable of the tough and sometimes spectacular catch. He's also got plenty of the right stuff when it comes to attitude.
I gotta continue to just train myself and just keep continuing to be consistent in what I do, so I don't get so overwhelmed in what I do. I just like to stay flatline and baseline just to make sure I get whatever work that there is I can do. So.
How is the whole mental part of this going for you? I mean, there's a lot that gets thrown at you with the installs. How's the mental part going for you?
The mental part is completely strong. You know, that's just something that always happens when you enter a new chapter. So, I mean, good thing for myself that I was anticipating just being mentally tough and just getting to understand the playbook. But again, you know, tomorrow's a new day, and you know, I'm just thankful to just be a part of this organization.
It's a little